very good to you talk about this because I have opportunity to clarify.
What up, everyone? Shakiel Mahjouri here for CBS Sports, and you know who this is. He is the UFC 6th-ranked middleweight contender fighting Luke Rockhold in the co-main event of UFC 278, August 20th. He erases opponents like I erased the bad grades on my high school report card. Paulo Costa, how are you, my man?
Hey, Shaquille, man, I'm good. Thank you very much for having me here. It's a such pleasure to stay here, talk with you and your public.
I appreciate it, my man. I can tell you've got the sleepy eyes. So do I. It's late at night, but thank you for soldiering on through and making this happen, man.
Yeah, man, my pleasure.
100%. Okay, so before we get into all the big news, Luke Rockhold, 278, the middleweight division. I want to start here. I see you're a fan of Paddy Pimblett, so I want to know who do you think can eat the most at a buffet? Daniel Cormier, Derrick Lewis, or Paddy Pimblett?
Oh, this is a very hard competition.
I only ask the hard ones.
Very hard competition, man. Uh, I think pound for pound is Paddy Pimblett.
Yeah, he's the pound for pound goat, my man. That guy is
It's
amazing.
unbelievable. I saw something. He's a lot around 200 pounds now. Is
He could
I
fight
think
you.
I think he's heavier than me
Yeah.
now.
What a guy, man.
I love man. I love him. I love.
Real talk, because I know fighters will do that when they're in the regionals, when they're coming up in the UFC. Is that sustainable? Like, if Paddy makes it to the top five, can he keep eating like this, or is he gonna have to sort of like reel it in at some point?
I think it's possible. Possible is, but the problem is for himself. If
Mm.
he can make this if he can make cut all this weight and still feeling ready, sharp, and no injuries because you need to do a very hard training camp,
Hmm.
right? And you need some carbohydrates. You need to eat minimal well to recover well.
Hmm.
So when you once you need to cut a lot of weight, you need to minimize the carbohydrate, the calories of your food. So sometimes it's not enough to good recover. So that's the only question. But maybe if he fought, maybe if he fight just once or twice a year,
Hmm.
it's possible.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no short notice fights for Paddy the Baddy.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about. Yeah, sorry.
Young, it's helped a lot.
You're taking on Luke Rockhold. I talked to him earlier this week. Long layoff for the man, coming back, seems very committed. For you, how do you sort of assess someone like Luke who's been off for so long? When you look at Luke Rockhold, what are the biggest dangers that he presents?
Uh, when when I look for Luke Rockhold, I see a very talented fighter. He has a good skills on his left leg. He
Hmm.
kick very well on the middle of the body, and head as well. So need to pay attention on him. Of course, I'm not subestimate him, but when they offered look to me for the first time, I thought, man, maybe he's not the the name that I need right now because he's still retired for 2 or 3 years.
Hmm.
So he's come up now. But after nobody, raise their hands and say, let's fight, I look again for his name and say, man, he's a former champion. And I think eh, he's not too old, but he's a little bit. I think he's 38, right? I think. I don't know. I think he's, but maybe is his last uh, try to run to the belt. Maybe is the last one, and he's trying to get a shortcut
Yeah.
with me, but he's dangerous. But I think
Uh,
I'm dangerous than him.
okay, so good segue here. Chael Sonnen recently was praising Luke Rockhold for fighting a Terminator like Paulo Costa. Said, a lot of middleweights don't want to fight Luke. Don't want to fight Paulo Costa. And then you have Luke coming off of retirement. Um, do you think this was at all a mistake for him to not maybe ease himself back into the division and go against a guy like you who's fought for the title so recently?
I don't know, Shakiel, if I should to say this right now for you, and
Get a good headline for the blogs, right? It's
no, just because maybe he can take this and look to this and think about and and go out of this fight.
oh, we're pretty close to it.
you know, I I honestly would say he's doing his biggest mistake of his career because I I saw when he fought Romero, he was thinking, Romero is done. I will end his career. He's too old, 40 years old, something like that. And now I think he's look to me with same eyes. Paulo uh, didn't make a weight that fight the last time, and he's not motivated anymore. He's fat. He's out of good condition, but he's he will get he will fight me on Saturday on my prime time, on my
Uh,
condition. I never came on on Monday before the fight so good with weight so low, a lot muscles, took a lot supplements because Shaquille on the times before I got on the Monday with no carbohydrates, no protein, just salad was a hell on my life. But now I'm eating, and I feel great, man. So
sick, man.
sorry, look, keep this fight on. Let's fight. But this is the biggest mistake that you make on your life.
Would you be willing to share what the weight is today? You don't have
Yes.
to.
I know in kilos or pounds. What you prefer?
I mean, I guess pounds for the Americans.
Okay, just make this conversion. Just because it's around 92 kilos. Uh, 2.2. Yeah, 202.
Oh, okay. Just a little bit heavier than Paddy Pimblett. Just a
Yeah.
tiny bit. That's good. Hey, I gotta say, every time I've talked to a fighter who's figured out how to incorporate some beef into their weight cut, they've been much happier. I know Chito Vera eats a lot of steak during his fight camp, so he's a very happy guy in that respect. You mentioned the weight cut. Obviously, the Marvin Vettori fight, it was something like 25 pounds. You mentioned you had a bicep injury. I don't want to rehash that, but what I am interested in is, Dana, he says a lot of things. After the fight, he said Paulo Costa will only fight at light heavyweight. What happened when you talked to the UFC matchmakers after the fact that we were ultimately able to book you another middleweight fight?
Yes, it's very good to you talk about this because I have opportunity to clarify here.
I love that.
Base, thank you. Uh, yes, I never miss a weight. I just had one the problem with my weight once against Marvin, and I injured my arm 3 weeks before the fight, so I stopped training. I decide get out of the fight, but my team talk with me, say no, we can do this. We use more kicks, more Muay Thai stuff than boxing, and you can do this. So I start to do different things, but not train so hard as I should to train. So my weight is keep very high. So that's why I didn't make 185. We did 205. Uh, but the UFC recommend that, when I come as one Monday like this, and they put me on the scales, and they say you are so heavy, it's not so healthy. Cut to 185. Let's see what you will do if you make a carry weight or move you to
Mm-hmm.
5. But uh happen a lot mistakes, a lot como é que fala engano, a lot mistakes on the communication with my old agent, Wallid, and the UFC. So I think Ariel Hawani report on his Twitter, okay, this fight will happen on 202, 203, 205. So maybe this was the big problem, because a lot of disinformation. You understand? And after that, then I say that no, Paulo will fight 205, but it's not. For once time I had a problem because I
Mm-hmm.
was injured. It's not because I was fat, because I was um, lazy or something like. No, I was trained and I did a good performance. I think I was Robert on that fight, but man, this is my division, and I will make this with my, as we say in Brazil, with my legs on the back. It's so easy to make this 185 because I am motivated, I am focused, I don't have no injuries on this fight camp for long 6 months. The first time on my career on the 6 months straight, I had no
No
injury.
injuries.
So that's amazing.
Great. So you basically communicate to the UFC this was a one-time problem. This is why it happened. They said, okay, we'll give it one more try. We'll give it another try. Love
Thank you.
it.
Thank you.
Easy. Easy. Love the sound of that. You mentioned your manager. I know you and Wallid parted ways recently. Thank you, Wallid, if you watch this, for getting me in touch with Paulo. I don't want to, I'm not going to ask you too much about it, but you did say in a statement that you guys, it was very amicable. You just had sort of different visions for your career. So I'd like to know, Paulo, what is your vision for your career right now?
My vision is I think we need to be more. I'm looking for the exact word.
Take your
But
time.
yes, uh, I would say aggressive, but I think it's not a means. What I want. Just a second. I will use
Yeah,
the.
throw it in Google Translate. We'll translate it. We'll get the right perfect word.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes it saved my life.
100%. I mean, listen, you're doing this interview in English for me, so thank you.
Yeah, more challenger,
Mm,
defiant, and I like a lot poker, and I would say put all in more times. I'm
mm.
this kind of gambler, Uh, I don't know be part. I just want to be 100% or nothing.
Gotcha.
My way to do the things, and I respect who doesn't like this. I respect when Valid is more conservador,
Conservative.
conservative.
Yeah. Okay.
I respect, but I think this moment is crucial to make a great decision. And but I'm still love him.
Of course. Of
Great guy,
course.
great man. He helped me a lot. He gave me a great opportunity to fight on his organization, Jungle Fight in Brazil. I was champion there. I got the belt twice there. And Vali, thank you very much. You are a great guy, very honest. This is very important to say. What he say he want to he will do. He does. So that's amazing. And but I prefer keep on with my all steps.
I love that because so many times when we see sort of people part ways in this industry, it's always bad blood. You always think TJ
Yeah,
Dillashaw,
not
Uriah
very.
Faber, Rashad, John Jones, stuff like that. I love to hear that attitude. So, best of luck to
Yeah,
you and Wallid with whatever's next for you
yeah.
guys.
If I don't have a beef, if don't have nothing against him,
Of
why?
course. Yeah.
He's still a good guy. Even if not me, he's still a good guy. So I need to be honest here. I need to say the truth. He helped me a lot, but now I think it's better to me and to him. You know.
Perfect. Yeah. I love that. Okay, Paulo, as we start wrapping up here slowly, I want to take a little trip down memory lane. So, if I read correctly, just before the Johnny Hendricks fight, you and the UFC did not come to an agreement on a new contract, and you agreed to fight one more time and then revisit it, right? What did you get out of that Johnny Hendricks fight, or what was that discussion like? What did you get out of that Johnny Hendricks fight that you weren't getting before? Like, was that performance equal a really big boost in your pay? Can you just sort of break down what
Yes.
changed after that performance for you?
Yes. I think I have no problem to say that. When I signed with FC, I got the regular contract is I think 10 plus 10 if you win. After that, the second one is 12 plus 12, 14 for you know. So I signed for 4 fights, and on the second fight against after beat Johnny Hendricks. No, on the third fight. No, sorry. No, on the second fight. The second fight was not Johnny Hendricks. I fought MacLeod,
Mm-hmm.
a South African fighter. After that, I fought.
I have your record right here. Actually, I was pulling up for something else, so I will tell you all about Paulo Costa. Give me 1 second. You had Gareth McLellan, Uluwale,
That's it.
then Johnny Hendricks.
Yes.
Yeah.
After fight, Oluwaye Bang Bulls, that guy, UFC called me to renew my contract.
Mm-hmm.
The second fight is not so common, but I beat 2 guys by knockout on the first round, so they call me to renew the contract. But I don't like the agreement because they just put uh, the change was 12 plus 12 to 20 plus 20 for to more 5 fights.
Yeah.
And I say no, it's not enough to more 5 fights. So they say, okay, go there, fight Johnny Hendricks, and let's see after that. I beat him and say, okay, so let's pay you 50 plus 50. I say, oh,
Big jump.
so it's better.
Nice.
So it's better, but I think we can push a little bit more. And what I told about Wallid is a little bit more conservative. He said,
That's an
no,
example.
it's a good agreement. So I signed, but now I think I would like to push a little bit more, you know.
Well, I know more and more we're talking about fighter pay, which I think is great. But it's really interesting hearing that because not a lot of fighters after their second fight would be willing to negotiate like that with the UFC. So props to you for understanding your value at a early point in your UFC career. You don't hear that much.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, but I was very young. No, I hear my manager. I did what I should to do. Right. He's there to give me the best advice, but it's okay. It's okay. It was a good for that moment. But after 4 fights, I was fight for the belt,
Yeah.
so was not so so fair. It's not, yeah, fair.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry. It's far enough in the video. You don't have to worry about anyone
No
misquoting
problem.
you on that. Okay, let's finish off on some fun stuff. You were a cast member of The Ultimate Fighter Brazil 3. Famously, coaches Wanderlei, Silva, Chael, Sonnen. What are your memories of that brawl that happened between them early in the season?
Yeah, I remember it was a very uh, high tense moment. Every moment. Sometimes Chelsea went to our house. Sometimes Wanderlei went to our house. And when Chelsea was there, I tried to be more friendly as possible with him because I was feeling bad for him. He was on Brazil. Brazil is dangerous than America on the most place, and nobody talk English there. Just Brazilians and just one or two guys who uh, who know how to speak English on that moment, and I feel bad because I saw he was uncomfortable, with the situation. Wanderlei push him all time. Yeah, I will fuck you. I will beat you. I will slap your face. Man, I was feeling bad. I don't like that Wanderlei attitude. And on the day of the fight, the day of the fight, I was there and I tried to support Chael Sonnen, but I was on the Wanderlei Silva team. I tried to make protect him a little bit or calm down the guys from Wanderlei, because I don't know if it's right, make the guy so uncomfortable because I don't like to feel that if I was on.
Totally.
Yeah.
What was your role in the brawl? You had some people pulling people off, some people just watching, some people were hitting Chael. What did you do in that moment?
The most of people just let the fight. Just I will shave my clean my hands.
Yeah. Probably the best call. Okay, let's finish on some rapid fire. Get to know you a little bit better. What went through your mind when you realized that you messaged the wrong Nate Diaz on Instagram?
Man, I don't know. I don't know. I thought it was a real.
Why did you message him in the first place?
Oh my god, man! Twitter is jokes all the time, but just the couple last publications, I am a little more serious because I have no time to make a lot of fun. But I love to stay there and make these jokes.
It was great. I read that you used to work as an IT teacher, teaching Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel. That's true? Do you have any fond memories of people like not being able to use any technology, or any funny stories that remind you of that time in your life?
You say asking me again. Sorry.
Yeah. Is it true that you were an IT teacher at one point, and you were teaching people how to use Word and Excel? Do you have any funny stories from that time in your life?
Man, it was very fun. Sometimes I am a gamer. I'm a gamer. I like you too. Okay.
The gaming headset right here.
Yeah, you have set up there. Nice.
What are you playing?
I now I'm a little bit out, but when I'm 31 now, and when I was 15, I used to play the whole day. Counterstrike, Age of Empires.
Hey, oh, you're a proper gamer. I like that.
Yeah, man. I was vicious on that game, and sometime when I was a professor, teacher of basics of computer, there sometimes some friends of mine was there, and they just pay, the monthly, just to make a LAN, a network, and play one against one because it was cheaper than pay for the
online subscription, right?
Yes.
That's awesome, man. Well, next time we do this, when you have a break, well, what would do you have any consoles right now, or are you playing on the PC when you do play?
Yeah, I have an Xbox, but I like to do some strategy games. I prefer mouse because or FPS, Counterstrike, Battlefield.
My very close friend of mine, he's a esports journalist. He specializes in Counter-Strike. So, next time we'll do this interview, you two can play against each other because I suck, and I'll do the interview with you mid-game. I think it'll be good. Love it. Agreed. Okay, last one. You were also a realtor, a real estate agent at one point, right?
Sorry?
You sold real estate at one point? You sold houses or apartments at one point?
Yeah,
Is this
I'm on
true?
the hotel.
Sorry?
If this is hotel, sorry, I don't.
It said on your Wikipedia that you were a real estate agent, that you would sell homes to
Oh
people.
yeah,
Is this
sorry,
true?
man.
That's
It's just
okay.
because, the name of the
Is
profession
different.
different. Yeah.
Okay, who do you think could sell more houses in 6 months? You or Ally Quinta?
Man, I don't know the abilities of Iaquinta to
Raging out.
sell, but man, I did my best. I did my best to sell. I did my best, but uh I don't know. I should to bet on me.
Yeah, hey, always bet. That's what we've learned out of the last 25 minutes here. You always bet on Paulo Costa. He always bets on himself. All right, my man, I've taken up too much of your time, so I'm going to do my part right now. I'll get you home. I want to leave you with the last word. So very quickly for me, thank you to everyone who's watching this video. If you're still here, you know what you need to do. Like, subscribe, thumbs up, hit the notification bell. Let us know in the comments section, what is your favorite Paulo Costa knockout of all time? There are plenty to choose from. Thank you to CBS Sports as always for empowering the video. Full feature with Paulo Costa in the description. Paulo, you fight Luke Rockhold at UFC 278 on Saturday, August 20th in Salt Lake City. If there's anything you want to let the people know, please let them know.
People, thank you very much. I'm on my prime. Look this fight. Look this fight. Uh, turn on this fight. This fight will be amazing. I'm bringing my best and best than that I fought Romero. I will fight this guy and I will finish this fight very quick. So don't blink.